Welcome to Deadzone Rogue. It is in the title, it's a roguelite. But you are on a colony ship.
Is this real? Am I some sort of experiment?
Yeah.
Please just tell me.
And I've played it a little bit before, but just for the demonstration of playing it because I really enjoy it, I'll go back to the first mission and just play it through. So we're on a colony ship and we don't know what's going on. As you can see, it's Zone 1. It is releasing into its 1.0 in a few days, so in the hype for that I thought I'd just put forward a video of me playing through it. I only played it for maybe 3 or 4 hours, but I really enjoy it. So as you can see, we start with a pistol. In the bottom left we have armour and shields. We also have a flashlight. And yeah, so once you go through this door, you then start the game. Minimap on the top left. But the thing is about this, if you go through, you're in stealth mode until you take your first shot. So as you can see, we do have an enemy over here. An explosive barrel. Just thought I'm going to survey the room, and that's the exit. So my plan, I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to drop it just by him. And there's an enemy behind me. So I'm going to shoot that, sprint. Shot there, and then I'm clear for now. But now, as you see the enemies move. Took some silly damage there, but yeah, that was the first room is easy enough. So we've dropped some gravity boots and another secondary weapon, but I do like this pistol to start with. As you see, the room isn't over, there's another enemy, but for some reason I thought it was. You can also throw a grenade. I can remember the button. There we are. I only got the barrel though, unfortunately. So we have a weapon cache here. Let's see what's in it. So we have a pulsar, which is a medium fire rate assault rifle. A heavy weapon with a large magazine capacity that gives a little bit more damage, shoots slower. I do like the slower firing guns because you can be more accurate with your shots. Yeah, so that was a melee enemy, you can see them there, they're quite quick. So I'm gonna get rid of this gentleman there. Oh, that was awful. Luckily it only hit our shield. I haven't played this in a few days, so a little bit rusty. And that is the melee enemy coming towards us. And that was a very lucky shot. Once I'm safe, I will show you that was awful aim. Yeah, now we've cleared this room, I can show you. You see a little lightning bolt? Everything has a chance to have a proc. So we get 10% damage on the gun, that's just a flat modifier, and a lightning bolt. So it's a 5% chance to summon a lightning bolt, and that's why I killed that guy with one shot to the head, because I had a lucky proc of electricity. So we'll move on, and this is an item orb. So, you can see where the roguelite element comes into this. A hero mask. Critical chance is increased by 60% while your weapon magazine is below 50. I tend to reload all the time. So that's probably not the best, but it is the best one out of this. But I will take the extra grenade because that can come very, very in handy. Okay, this is sector 3, and there's not really much you can do in this level, so I tend to take a lot of damage on this level, because you sort of just get chased by spiders. It is a very easy level, but for someone who's not a big fan of spiders, it freaked me out the first time, I will say that. Yeah, so some more gloves. Well, we don't have any gloves. They drop scrap which you can use to upgrade your equipment. So if you look in the top right, the purple is components that you sort of like meta progression you can use to upgrade your skills. The little bolt, the yellow bolt, is scrap. So you use that in the run to upgrade weapons, guns, armors. I'll show you that when we get there. Oh, looky, it's just there. And then in the top right, the looks like a Zelda logo, but that's tech. So we've got 3 augments to choose from. Hip fire when not aiming down sights, gain movement speed, reduce spread. Ammo weak point or aiming weak point, increase your magazine size by 200%. For every missing bullet, gain 2% weak point damage. Or when not aiming down sights, enemies are outlined, you'll gain 100% bonus weak point damage and you'll enter aim down sight faster. I'm going to take that. And there it is on the screen for us to read. So this is the, as you can see top left, sector 3 out of 30. We have a fabricator. So we don't really want any of these. We can upgrade our weapon. So for 90 scrap, we can upgrade its level. Got secondary weapon, a knife, melee, and our grenade, and that's the armor we picked up. Can upgrade the level, but I'm not going to just yet. Checkpoint if you want to save and quit. And let's move on to chapter 4. So we've got a melee enemy, a upgraded guy you saw at the start, and then this guy shoots. It's almost like a grenade launcher, but as you can see on the map, there is a fair amount of people in this little one congested room. So I'm gonna throw that, shoot that, and that will kill them too. Oh, didn't see them at all. That's silly from me. And that's our augment coming into play. So we have outlined our enemies. So I'm gonna try and just take this guy out really quick. That was a lucky proc with the lightning bolt. There's one. I'm just gonna try and, there we go, I think I took him out. As you can see, that's his grenade option. And that was a grenade. So yeah, seems very easy. That's a minigun. That is awkward for me to use. It's just a personal preference. The armor rating is higher on them gloves. But yeah, it seems a little easy at the minute. I can assure you it's not. It does get very, very, very difficult. There's a little dash there that you can use. And the little health orbs as well. So we have another item orb. You deal 24% weak point damage. I am not even going to read the rest of them because it goes very well with that augment we found earlier. Let's have a look at the next room. We've got a guy next to a barrel. A lot of melee guys. Okay, I think I can take that on. Just gonna try and peek this corner without showing myself too much. It's not too bad. And I am cornered at the minute. But that's fine. So yeah, that weak point damage is very beneficial with our augments, so I will be aiming for headshots and nothing but headshots. That was cool. I'm actually really proud of that. So a grenade that does a little bit more damage. Some components and tech here. I think there was an augment over there. Just another grenade. Cool. So then we get another item more, but after the level. So, overclocked core, your fire rate is increased by 50% for 3 seconds after you reload. While grenade damage does more when it only damages one target. Or reload time by 25%. I'm going to take the reload time. I think that's probably the best thing for us at the minute. Right, zone 6. This is a shield, so to damage the shield it has to be inside here. There's turrets everywhere, so what I'm going to do is damage the shield. Oh, I'm stuck. That went absolutely awfully, but I've recovered. I didn't put enough bullets into the shield, unfortunately. And this is where it gets a little bit tedious. Looks like it's behind a podium. But yeah, it's not too bad. As long as we dip out of the way quick enough, should be fine. There we go. And that one shouldn't. I don't know how I took damage there, but yeah. Also the dash is not just horizontal. You can, with a little bit of flicking your mouse, you can use it to cross gaps. Right. We picked up a helmet there for 225 armor, and this is a perk. So, when I mentioned earlier about the elements, our current weapon has a lightning bolt. The other ones are void, cryo, and I believe combustion. You can see the void and the cryo here. Or we can get a companion bot that assists you in combat by taking and dealing damage. I'm going to grab them because I think they're pretty cool. Look at them. Anyway, next safe room. So we heal a bit in here, but we didn't take any damage. And then we can buy a weapon if we want. Don't really see the point, so I'm just going to upgrade the level of my primary weapon. I'm also going to upgrade the quality of our grenade, which gave it a modifier. So we have void. So it has a 45% chance to spoil void tendrils. And we'll upgrade the level as well. May as well fully upgrade our armor, because we have an excess of scrap right now. But yeah, on to zone 7. As you can see, there's another shield there. It's quite a congested hallway, so I don't think I want to make myself known here. I'll go over this way. Oh, that enemy is like a proximity mine. Once it's aware of your position, it will sort of dash towards you. I'm thinking probably here is my best chance to strike. We'll take him out, take him out, take him out. Don't know how I took damage there. That was that guy over there. Whoopsie daisy. That should be fine. And then our enemies are coming from that side of the map. It's all about trying not to corner yourself, but also having a good, awareness of the area, because you don't want to get hit from all angles at once, you know. See, they're shielded, so I can't damage them at all. So, grab that quickly. More armor on the boots. And yeah, so this is not ideal, as you can. Oh, he stepped out. That's very lucky. And then if I can probably dash and get the shield and dash out, and then just take this guy out. Not too bad. It's all about using the environment and the tools you have on you to do the best you can. So we've got credit slate, enemies drop more scrap, grenade does more damage, the same as earlier, or maximum shield. I quite like the maximum shield because it does regenerate, whereas your health does not. You have to get a health orb. Right, very tight hallways here. Have locked down this area, another shield. I would ideally like to get the shield out of the way first, but it's not going to happen in this hallway, I'll tell you that. So I think our best bet is just to find an area, decent area where I can do some damage. So that will do, and then that will do, and that's where the shield is. So I am out of here. Too bad, still just taking shield damage. See if I can throw a grenade over there. Yeah, it's all shielded unfortunately. So we're going to have to go the long way around. It's not too bad. And then the turret there should be fine to deal with. Things with the cut turrets, like they've got quite a bit of health and they do a lot of damage, but obviously they're stationary, so it's not too much to worry about. Right, where's that shield gone? Okay. That's the shield done. And then it's just as simple as taking the rest out. Right, we've dropped there was a rare gun there. So, let's have a look at this. It's a minigun. I don't want it, to be honest. I know you're probably saying, why are you not picking up a rare gun? A minigun, for example, but I just don't really get along well. Because you've got to charge it up before you attack, and I like to be precise and quick. So we've got explosion radius, grenade damage, dashing increases melee damage, and I don't really melee often, so I'm going to take the increased damage, I think. And we're in some sort of hangar. This is a new type of enemy. I'll get a bit closer to them so I can show them off for you. Fire big missiles out of their, I want to say arms, but not really arms, and they will send you into the air. There's another one here. It's quite not the best spot, but I'm just gonna have to go for it. Take out the shield, take out him, and run for it. And then re-weigh my options. So, a bit more fast-paced than I'd like, but it's not too bad. Just try and be precise as possible. So instead of holding down the trigger, oh, there we go. You see the rockets explode. But not too bad, all in all. So I definitely wouldn't advise going in guns blazing. I'd really take the time to figure out what's the best plan of action. And obviously it's never always the best plan of action, but alright, so we've got a perk to pick. After killing an enemy with a melee weapon, nope, because I don't really feel the need. Your health is increased by 25%, and your healing orbs is doubled. You restore 5% of your health on kill. Yeah. The next one's cryo damage, but I'm doing lightning. Okay,
right,
Sector 10. This is a little bit of a mini boss room. As you can see, we've got a lot of enemies in a small room. They do respawn here, and then we have a little mini boss at the end. So yeah, there's no real way to plan this out. I think I want to get one of the melee guys out of the way, and then take out these as fast as possible. Reload while I can. And then run for my life, really, wherever he spawns. I think he spawns in a minute. And where is he? There he is. So yeah, he's an absolute sponge for damage, and he just dashed towards you. So you do want to get a move on, really. Luckily, the companion bot takes up some of his attention. So that is probably the main reason why you'd want a companion bot, because the first time me playing this, that scared the daylights out of me. So as you can see, armors do have modifiers as well. They've both got the same armor rating, but do you want 1% max shields or 4% health? And I will take the shields. And then we get a perk orb. So we have weapon damage by 20%, and then killing an enemy replenishes 100% of the ammo to the magazine of your unequipped weapon. So my secondary weapon. Increase the damage of my grenade by 40%, and then fire damage buff. I'm going to take the grenade cascade. And then we're on to a safe room, and I've still got an uncommon weapon. So let's check the fabricator. So we have a machine pistol, 39 damage, 24 fire rate, and it is level 5. So it does more damage, fires way faster. 504. Yeah, I'm going to take that as my secondary weapon for now and use that, and then just upgrade the level of my armor. So essentially it's very similar to the starting pistol, but it fires a lot faster. Here we go down to the second level.
Where is everyone?
So I will be using the pistol for now because it does a lot more damage, and then it has 3% chance to do a singularity. Do you know what? I might actually go back to the main weapon, because obviously this is single tap fire, the pistol, whereas I can hold down the trigger. Right, these are mini bosses again. They have shields, their weak point is there, and they do a lot of damage, and I mean a lot, so you want to take them out as fast as possible. This is a good hallway to go from, so I'm gonna take him out. Oh, it's 3-round burst. Okay, didn't know that. What's this? We'll check that out later. Okay, so yeah, he does a lot of damage and has a decent amount of health. Singularity is decent, but when he pops out, you want to try and do as much damage to him as possible. Turret there, and then we'll look at the weapons when we get a chance. There's a new grenade over there. A lot going on. 182, and it does shock damage as well. I really do like the shock damage, right? That does 84 damage, but fires once a second. Is that a sniper rifle? No, I'm not going to take the sniper. I'd like a marksman rifle. Wouldn't be against that. And that was quite good actually. That is a new melee weapon. As you can see, it does way more damage. So even though I don't melee very often, I will take it. Make sure you pick up all the points. And yeah, move on to room 12. So, safety seals, couldn't be a middle weapon, I'm just going to skip that. I don't hit fire very much. Enemies with an elemental debuff applied take 25% more damage when they receive a different type of elemental damage. I'm going to take that because it's the only one that I'd really rely on. Okay, we've got these guys floating about here. What can we expect from the rest of the room? Just okay, another one of these guys, and just a lot of enemies. I'm gonna try something that I haven't tried before, and I'm just gonna put barrels surrounding this guy to see if it does as much damage as I'd hope. Don't think it will, but this is what it's all about. You just got to try new things out. So this is going to be a terrible idea, but I'm going to back myself into a corner, and it works. Took a little bit of damage, but I'm okay with that. Right, my shield is currently gone. He's behind me. Didn't even know that. I thought this was a corner, not a hallway. But yeah, still luckily no health lost. Very luckily from that. It was a silly mistake by me. But there we go, that's the room done. More max shields, because that came in handy last time. And yeah. Move on to the next room. When you swap weapons, your fire rate is increased by 30% for 5 seconds. Gain up to 5%. Oh, sorry, gain 5% up to 50% max elemental damage when killing an enemy affected by an elemental debuff for 10 seconds. Or kill an enemy with a grenade replenishes ammo. I'm going to take the elemental attenuator. And on to sector 12. Right, so we've got more of these enemies. And these guys terrify me. So yeah, they look pretty scary, but they just sprint towards you, and it is they're just hidden and they're terrifying, and I don't like them. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my best. Obviously I know what they do, so it's fine, but don't like it, man. Ugh, just, I don't know, it just creeps me out. I did like a challenge run in a different room and it was just them. Right then, so rapid fire bot grants an additional companion bot. Your companion bots have 50% more health and deal 50% more damage and shoot 20% faster. More health. More health. I'm going to get another bot. Because as you can see with that mini boss on sector, was it 10? Yeah, it just has a chance to take the enemy's attention for a little while, which is very beneficial. Anyway, another healing room.
This time I'll find someone alive. Anyone.
Let's have a look at the fabricator. We have a shotgun. A level 6 Tempest, and it does 41 damage instead of 35. I'm gonna... oh, I can't upgrade that to air though. Okay, same amount of damage, fires faster. I'm gonna stick with the pistol for now. I just something about pistols in games. Love them. Think they're great. What have we got here then? A shield, special enemy, and then a whole different corridor. Can I kill him quick enough though? That's the question. Without him firing at me. I'm gonna try it. Nope, silly idea. Actually, it worked out pretty well. Yeah, no, what was that? There's something down there. I don't know what that was. Anyway, more damage on a grenade. I don't mind taking a little bit of shield damage. There's another one of them special shield boys. Oh, that's what got me the spiders. Telling me I can't shoot through glass. There we go. Peeked his head out then. Got him. There he is. Okay, just so much damage. Try and shoot round his shield best as possible, and he has got weight points on his back, so that's where the companion robots come in clutch again. There we go, and we're starting to get epic rarity things now, so 450 armor rating, 450 armor rating. So yeah, we'll take the ones we have already. And a random knife. You haven't really seen me melee at all, but yeah. What have we got left? Oh, a little spider. So as you can see, they run towards you and they blow up. Yep, this game is releasing in 1.0 very, very soon. I think it's within the next week, so I can't wait for that. Your movement speed is increased by double for 3 seconds after you take damage. Melee attacks stagger enemies, or critical chance is increased by 30% while your weapon's magazine is below 50. I'll take the hero mask, I believe. So if we have less than 15 in the magazine, we deal more critical damage. This is awful because I've got to get close to do damage to the shield. These guys will get me instantly, and so will that hero. So I'm going to go far, far away. Try and plan out the route. Quite a small room, to be honest. And there is a zombie there as well. Oh, I don't like this room at all. What do I do here? I think I'll... yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Nope. Okay, I did take a little bit of damage there, but it's okay. And then we want to focus on the shield boy. Okay, got him. Yeah, it should be just completely smooth sailing now. Make sure you get all of the drops because they can help you later on. Right. Kill an enemy with your grenade, replenishes 30% magazine capacity, you take 20% less damage from enemies far away, or you deal more damage to elite enemies, so I'm going to get that. It's only a 25% increase, but it will come in handy. Right, so we've got a zombie there, zombie up there, zombie up there, and a zombie up there. Oh god. And then these guys just fire turrets, so they're not too bad, you can dodge them pretty easily, in my opinion. So, focus on that guy. Focus on that guy. There we go, and there is people up top. But it's not too difficult to deal with unless they just sprint towards you. Got him. And yeah, the dash is very handy when it comes to them guys. And look at my bot doing damage. Bless him. Okay then. On to room 17, I believe. That's only a pair of boots. 450 armor rating, fantastic. And another perk. So we could get another companion bot. Health is increased. Health orbs are automatically dropped. After collecting a health orb, your weapon damage is increased by 30% for 8 seconds. Gonna get another bot. Playing it dangerous. See what's in the fabricator. Okay, this is my second favourite weapon in the entire game that I've come across so far. It's basically a revolver. Well, it's an 8-shot, but it fires very slowly, but does crazy damage. So I'm going to replace the pistol with that. Upgrade the quality to rare. It does void damage. And then I'm going to upgrade the level of my equipment, and that is all my scrap done. As you can see, it fires really slowly, but packs a decent punch. So yeah, on to room 17, and we'll see how we go from here. Hopefully I can show why I like this weapon so much. Right, that is a sniper bot. It essentially locks onto you and fires, but as you can see it can move. So they can be pretty dangerous. More of these zombies. Shield guy. There's not many places to sort of hunker down, is there? So you can spend time waiting for enemies to move, but this is probably our best chance. Not going to be easy though. So it's a 2-shot headshot for him. 3-shot. Oh god. Okay, dealt with that pretty decently. I know it's not over yet, but can't shoot through the glass, it's so strange. So strange. Anyway, yep, they are an elite bot as well. And then, who can we pick out? We can pick out you. Pick out you. Just the shield guy left now. And there we go, we've got him. And on to the next room. So we've got an item node now. When you swap weapons, your fire rate is increased by 30% for 5 seconds. The hairdryer, killing an enemy suffering from an elemental debuff now spreads the debuff. Enemies within 8 meters or 30% more damage to enemies that are below half health. We'll take that. And yeah, we've got a very, very tight corridor. Can't shoot through the glass, which is so strange. Pop that barrel. There we go. So we've got... got a guy with a shield, a sniper bot, and lots down there. There we go. Now get this sniper bot out of the way. Oh, that's such a cheeky angle. Okay then. Let us move on. We'll get all the scrap collected. And move on. You can probably see why I like this gun so much. Because it's a high risk, high reward. As long as you're accurate, you can do very well with it. Is that the only one left? Yeah. Okay, not too bad. On to the item orb. Increase your proc chance on elemental effects by 30%. Movement speed is increased. Grenade. Explosion radius. So we'll take the proc chance by 30%. Nothing wrong with a bit of proc chance. Right then, so we're in the bar. Got zombie there, sniper bot. 3 normal guys.
Maybe I'll just set up camp here for a bit.
It's not too bad actually. So we'll take out these guys. As you can see, that was pretty cool actually, I can't lie. As you can see, the companion bots come in handy quite a bit. What's this? More gloves. We'll keep our epic ones onto full 20. Give me one. An additional bot. More health, more damage, more health, more grenades. I think we'll take another bot to be honest. And then
spiders.
Floor 20.
Spiders.
Big spider there, little spider there, big spider, big spider. Nothing you can do but just put as much damage into them as possible. Because these are incredibly beefy for some reason. And I'm taking an unnecessary amount of damage right now. This is always the level that I struggled with. Oh no, I'm stuck. Ooh. Okay, I'm still alive, I don't know how. But I think we just got through. Possibly the worst attempt ever at that room. The thing I've got to realise is, yes, this is my second favourite gun to use, but versus an enemy like that. Ugh. Do you see that? That was awful. Probably best to use a fast firing weapon to try and as many damage per second as possible. So yeah, we're extremely low on health, but it's okay. For every 1% of health you are missing, gain 0.5% damage. Increase your health by 15%. Or automatically collect health orbs. I think we'll do that.
Half
Luckily
man,
we're in a
half
safe room.
spider, all dead.
That was obviously a boss level if you couldn't tell. Alright. So we can get an SMG. Or We can upgrade. We'll upgrade the level of our stuff. 128 damage. And we'll upgrade our armor as well. Oh. I should have bought the health. Okay. That was a good save.
Those poor bastards.
Okay, on to the last 10 levels of the run. See if we can make it, can we? So we have healing drones, zombies, spiders, and shield guy, and then a new enemy, a flying enemy, who I'll show you now. This seems like a pretty decent area to fire, so yeah, they've got a lot of health, unfortunately. But they're not too bad to take down. Come on. Just waiting for him to peek. There we go. Oh, he's got the healing bot on him, that's why he's not taking any damage. Oh god. Really? Well, we're back up to full health anyway. I want to take out that healing drone. Can we get a grenade to hit him? No, we can't. Okay, now we should be able to do some actual damage to him. Just gonna wait for him to peek. There we go. Got him. Not too bad, not too bad. Told you it got harder. So, ignore the melee. Fire rate is increased by 40% or enemies with an elemental debuff. We'll take the fire rate. So now, we fire a lot faster. Very tight hallways here. What shall we do? Gotta try and take him out first, don't I? There we go. And now we get an absolute onslaught from the room to the right, if you look at how many enemies are there. Not too bad. Okay. Easy enough. What's this? SMG. Nice. So, fire rate again, we don't need that. Less damage. We'll take 20% less damage from enemies that are more than 10 meters away from us. Okay, we've got... That's a boss. That's a boss. I don't think this is going to go very well. Jesus. Yeah, they are mini bosses, unfortunately, and they have a lot of health. These guys are fine. Let's take like 4 shots. Can't reach them over there. And then we've just got this guy to go. Okay, not too bad. It's getting tougher and tougher though, I must say that. Another perk. So, your health is increased by 20%. After dropping below 35% health, gain a temporary shield equal to 25% of your maximum health that lasts 5 seconds. Or your grenade now deals 30% increased damage against enemies. I'm going to take the extra health just for safety. Okay then. On to a safe room. Two shotguns. Don't know why we want that. Or no, we'll just spend it on upgrading our armor and our guns at this point. Yeah, we'll do that. So, on to room 24. What have we got? These guys, we've seen these guys before. Well, a lot of enemies. Should be okay to take him on there. Okay, right. This was a bad idea. No, it wasn't. I don't know if that did any damage, but not too bad there. Got, can that sniper bot see us? I don't think it can. There we go, not too bad at all. I will take that, definitely. So as you can see, 54 damage, and it freezes enemies. We'll take a freeze grenade as well, because that can be quite handy. So, our item orb, your grenade does 50% more damage when it damages one target. Reload speed is better, or elemental debuffs are 100% more powerful. Yep, we're definitely getting that. On to room 25. And as you can see, it's not a very fun room. I think our best bet is to hunker down here and use this vantage point. To try and make some progress. Can't really see where I'm shooting at the moment, but health bars definitely come in handy. Can't see him. So yeah, now I've got enemies in that corner, or enemies in that corner. There we go, not too bad. Better boots, and just grenade mods. We'll grab that health orb as well. I thought they were meant to be automatically collected though. Health pickups, heal 50% more, deal 25% chance, more damage to nearby enemies. We'll do health pickups, just so I've got that little bit of security. That's the mini boss from room 10. And a shield. With melee targets, I believe, and a spider there. It's gonna have to be try and deal with that spider as fast as possible. Okay, not too bad. What is left? We've got... That's terrifying. Look at that. Ugh. Anyway. Is he really shielded? Cool. Oh, this is not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Super not ideal. Because I didn't realise he was there. But I think we've recovered fairly decently. Okay. Back orb. Grenade damage, or health related. Yeah, we'll grab the bug chemist. 1% health, you are missing, you gain 0.5% damage. Okay, looks great because it's legendary, but so's that. Okay, so we have a legendary grenade, a legendary rifle, and we're on to sector 26. What have we got now? Let's just say a lot. Okay, there is a melee enemy here. Try and take him out as fast as possible. Yeah, this legendary rifle is good. Just good, to say the least. I like the highly accurate. Oh, he's shielded. Okay. I do like the highly accurate rifle. But... oh, where's that shield? There it is. Okay, not too bad. Managed to get out of there just in time. And we do have freeze on the assault rifle as well. That is a 3-round burst SMG, the Harrier. Right, your equipment magazine gains 2 bullets every 5 meters you move. Your fire rate is increased by 50% or 20% chance to stagger an enemy when applying a debuff, sorry, it will do that. Okay, you probably did that a little quick, but I want to get rid of the shield as fast as possible. Good. use him. Taking a little bit of damage, but nothing too bad. What's this? Better gloves. Right. These are all grenade mods, so we can hold it down to increase the damage. Damage by 30% on both. This is so the more people that are in the radius, the more damage it does. Or a bigger explosion. We'll take the bigger explosion. On to room 29. Can we defeat the run? Ah. With a mini boss, shielded boss, and a spider. This is not going to go well at all. It's going to have to be take out the shield, try and get one of these two. Throw some grenades. Oh god. Oh wow, laggy. Try and run away. And there's that guy there as well, I didn't even see him. So, okay, let's slow it down a little bit. We've got then 2 left and the boss. So take this guy down, hopefully. And that guy. Okay, just the mini boss thing. Oh, it's good. Look at it. Yeah, if I didn't have these combat or companion drones, I don't think I would have been able to do that level at all. Okay then, on to the final boss. Right, reload speed, discount, we don't need that. 35% more damage to flying enemies, okay, we'll do that. And there's the boss. Wish me luck.
That's right, I'm back.
And this boss battle is not the easiest. It just takes a little bit of time. As you can see, his health bar doesn't really go down very quick. So yeah, if I had limited ammo, I don't think this would go well. Just gonna keep calm, keep it steady. And do as much damage as possible. I have found that running along the outside, obviously you do get damage still, but the best places to stand, or I'll show you in a moment, when he goes back into his phase, is essentially, he has 3 lines that come out, 3 lasers, each one stand in between them somewhere, but they do rotate, so you are supposed to move back and forth. See, so there's one in the middle, and the one that just hit me, and one there. And my shield has unfortunately broken. Let me showing you that. Right. He has got all his health, so he spawned in some enemies, so I just have to focus and try and take them out. Oh, it's shielded. Fantastic. Okay, not awful, not too bad. I missed that grenade, unfortunately. And the boss is back. He's not good. As you can see, he now has a giant laser. It's hard to commentate, but there we go, he's down, so I can focus a bit more now. Luckily back to full health. Cool, gotta try and take it slow, take it calm. So this is quite a long boss fight, so you've got to be doing the right thing at the right time. Otherwise, it's very easy to die. But if you get caught in a corner with someone, it'll take you a couple seconds. Ouch. Slowly getting there. Okay, may as well reload all of our weapons. I'm sure there's a more efficient way of actually killing the boss, but I haven't found it yet. Oh, the bot just got me caught. That's awful. Right. If I can get through this little wave of enemies, I think... Oh no, I got stuck. I'm going to be able to get through. Right, who's left? A zombie down there. There's a shield, unluckily. And the boss is back up. Really need him to go. There we go. Now it's just me and the boss. Slowly getting there. Siphon is nearly down. Oh, took a bit of unnecessary damage there and there. Cool. Finally get the weak point for a few seconds. Oh, whatever, so close. There we go, finally. I always wonder what was